All right. Let us do this. I have my tea. I have my recording socks on. Why am I so dark? Lighten me up. Let's get the show on the road. All right. Survivor honestly has to be one of the most gripping shows to ever hit television. This kept everyone glued to their seats of all ages. I remember seeing this back when I was a kid, and I was like, what the hell? This is beautiful. I don't know what made the show so good. You know, the backstabbing, the lying, the cheating, the blindsiding. There's a lot of stuff that goes down in that show. It is a beautifully curated social experiment that puts humans against each other. And the beautiful thing is we get to watch. The best shows come from the humans doing the most f***ed up things and we get to watch. So anyways, while our country is burning and falling apart, I decided it would be great for us to just have a nice little breather and react to some good Survivor, you know? I think the reason Survivor is so good is because it's just filled with drama, and people love watching drama. I mean, who doesn't? Drama is beautiful. So how the show is basically structured is there's 20 contestants that are supposed to pretty much survive the wild for around 39 days, I think. They're separated into two tribes, given their own little names. They have to go build their base in the wild, and like they don't give them any tools. They have to do it themselves. They push their physical limits with a whole lot of running, a whole lot of swimming. They push their mental limits with all the puzzle challenges that they have and the endurance challenges where they have to stand on a pole for like 12 hours. It's crazy. So throughout these 39 days, these tribes compete, right? And they have two kind of challenges. They have a reward challenge where they compete for rewards, mostly food and gear, which gives them an advantage over the other tribe. Because the tribe that is hungry is going to lose to the tribe that has been eating steaks for the past 2 weeks, right? And they also have an immunity challenge, and the tribe that loses the immunity challenge will have to vote one member out of the tribe. So it makes for some interesting social friction, because you have to work with your tribes in order to win. If you slip up, you might just get voted out because they're like, you slipped up in that challenge, so you're gonna get booted. So people, like, they have to get very careful with the way they play these challenges, the way they interact with each other. So I think that's the beauty of the show. So how the voting works is they have tribal council where they all sit together, discuss the state of the tribe, and pretty much speak on who they think is going to be voted out on that particular episode. And they just write all the names down, the votes are counted, and whoever has the most votes is out. And that happens over and over again until there's only one person remaining, and this person is a sole survivor, and they win like what, R1 million or more. It's crazy. So there's quite a bit at stake in the show, which again makes the social friction even better to watch. So Survivor South Africa is back for its 8th season, called Immunity Island, still hosted by the man, the myth, the legend, Nico Panagiotopoulos, I think is how you pronounce his name. I don't know. It's a very confusing damn name. So I thought, instead of me burning through all these episodes and feeling horrible about myself, I'm going to try to at least make some content out of it. So I am going to be reacting to the first episode today. I've already watched the first episode. I'm just going to give you guys a whole breakdown of what goes down, what went down. It's beautiful. Hope you guys enjoy it. Spoiler alert, of course, I'm about to spoil the whole first episode of the 8th season of Survivor South Africa. So if you haven't seen it and you really care that much, probably shouldn't watch this video. Alright, so the episode opens up with this huge landscape. I have no idea where this island is, but what I've seen, there's a lot of snakes, and I'm not a fan of snakes. You never catch me sleeping on this show ever. So we kind of get the first view of our contestants, and the important thing is that when on the first episode they throw you 20 people, 20 names in your face, so you never remember any of them. So don't worry too much about the names. The names do you do get very familiar with the characters as the show goes. We have onesie lady, we have tie-dye t-shirt lady, we have She-Hulk, the DSW, designated swole woman. Like when you guys are building base, you yeet this woman a log and she'll just break that shit in half. That's the woman you want in your team. Okay, so now the show starts. They're separated into their tribes randomly. It looks like each tribe kind of has 5 guys and 5 girls. Or at least that's what I'm seeing. Yeah, it looks like they have 5 guys and 5 girls. Okay, so they're separated into these tribes: the Vuna tribe and the Zamba tribe. Weird names: Zamba, Vuna. What did that mean? My first initial thoughts, it looks like the Zamba tribe is a bit more powerful from what I'm seeing. The Vuna tribe just looks like it's just vibes. And that's what they say. They're just like, oh, I just like the vibe of everyone here.
As a yoga teacher, we are so used to tapping into energy.
We're not here for the vibe, bro. We're here to win. Like, get out of here with that vibe energy. So the first challenge begins where they have 2 minutes to get as much food and supplies as they can for their tribe, right? To build base and pretty much to set them off. And it's pretty straightforward. Nothing special happens here except for this one woman getting literally decked. Like, this is the moment when she knew that, hey, she is real out here. Where's this moment? Like, look at that. They're just going ham on those supplies. Where is it? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. In addition to all these food and supplies, they have an immunity necklace which grants them immunity from being voted out. And like, my eye will definitely be on that from the get-go. Like, my guy is smart and goes immediately for that. Like, he didn't waste time when he came to that stuff. And they also hid another secret little thing, and a secret envelope that had tribe advantage on it, which meant that you can get extra supplies. So there's this interesting point here when Nico asks, like, who has the envelope, the secret envelope, who has the envelope, and my guy literally doesn't want to show up. He doesn't want to come out to say he has the envelope. Like, he just thinks it's a secret envelope, and Nico is like, wait, nothing bad will happen, just show me the envelope. Who has the envelope? He finally raises his hand. It's from the Vuna tribe, and they get extra supplies. So that's pretty dope. And then bam, title sequence, it starts. One of the first things they have to do on the show, because they just met each other, they have to start building base, and this is when, you know, you kind of get a first glimpse into the social aspects of the show, and you start seeing how they gel with each other. So the interesting thing about building base is that I've seen in a lot of episodes of Survivor is that whoever decides to take charge and builds base is kind of seen as the leader, right? And you don't want to be the leader because everyone's eyes are on you. So it might be a bit easier when it comes to voting.
I'm just sticking with the crowd. I don't want to stick out. I'm not going to put my hand up for leadership. And I'm very curious as we're going in, who's going to take that role.
But wait, why would they vote the leader out? Don't vote the leader out. I don't know why all of them are so scared of being like the leader, because you can see all of them be like, I don't want to be the leader. Take charge, Muna, so they can't vote you out, right? Now they're building base. The Zamba tribe is building base here, and our structural engineer guy, Jason, he's taking charge now because they're like, hey, you're a structural engineer, so you do the things. So now he's doing the things. He's getting some points over there.
Where's the engineer? This one over here, Jason.
Back at the Vuna tribe, everyone is just vibing. Some of the contestants are recognizing each other from university days, so that's pretty interesting.
Anesu is actually someone who I'd seen around at university. We both studied in Cape Town. I know she's a doctor, but I'm not going to confront her about it just yet. She's definitely someone I want to work with.
Another thing is that at this point is when all the alliances start forming, right? So now you want to start getting together with the people that you gel with to know that, hey, if it's time to vote, we're together, right? So you want to make sure you move on that really quickly. So back at the Zamba tribe, right, how this alliance gets formed, how their alliance gets formed the first time is that they see that Keon and Sean, these two are pretty much skirting around the food and supplies they want from the first challenge, looking for an immunity idol.
Me and Keon are trying to see if there's initially flint in the rice, but also if there's a little clue to where the hidden immunity idol is.
Right, now they see them, they're like, wait, you guys are acting a bit sus there, right? And the tribe uses this common enemy to form an alliance, which is smart.
Nothing.
We were like digging in the pup and the rice to see if maybe there's like a hidden flint in there. Yeah, nothing.
Although he said he was looking for the flint, he was looking through the rice and the pup, and it just seems that he was looking quite hard for an idol.
That's quite a lot of food if we had a fridge.
Even those small little suspicions, you know, they've got to make you have all your senses up.
So what actually happened?
So Keon and Sean were standing there, and I walked up,
And there was a big bulge in Sean's pup.
Sure.
Like, that's exactly what you want to do. Like, nothing brings people together like a common enemy. People love hating on each other. So As long as you guys have one a common enemy, it'll bring you guys beautifully together. The Vuna tribe honestly is just vibes. The whole tribe is just one big alliance. Horrible. There's absolutely no drama happening there. It's just people vibing out. That's it, pretty much. Right, so bases are built, everything is done. The next day, they get an envelope saying they have to pick one member from each tribe to participate in the fire challenge. And Zamba tribe picks Jason, the structural engineer guy, because he's got some credit now since he was building base. And the Vuna tribe picks this guy called Chappies. All I know about this guy is that his name is Chappies. So they get to the fire challenge. Chappies lies about them having fire. Nico's like, hey, so how was the first night? And Chappies is like, oh yeah, we had a fire, it was nice. And he's lying. Cap. So Jason calls Chappies out on his bullshit. He's like, there's no way you guys have fire. There was absolutely no way you guys could have made fire in one day like that.
We had actually had a fire going, believe it or not.
So, Jason, you believe they have fire?
Not a chance. In those conditions, I call bull.
I think Chappies did this as a power move to kind of get into his head, just to f him a little bit. That's what he says.
So I lied about the fire at the camp in order to kind of let him think that, oh goodness, we've got a fire-making superhero, yeah? He said that he didn't believe it, you know, and that it's bull. But I think deep down inside, there was something that was shivering.
So Chappies actually wins the challenge. So maybe the mind that he did earlier on actually did work with the whole lying about the fire thing. After winning the challenge, Chappies, such a weird name to say, Chappies wins Flint for his tribe. So that's good. Jason goes back with nothing. Actually, no. They both go back with something a little bit extra. No one goes home empty-handed in this challenge. They both win what they call diplomatic immunity, which means that they can just switch over to another tribe whenever, you know, push comes to shove. They're like, I'll just switch. So Jason goes back to base empty-handed. Tribe is like, Sage, we really thought you were gonna win since you're a structural engineer. Who knew structural engineers can make fires on the fly? Chappies out here is happy. His tribe is vibing even harder now that he's won the fire, you know. Following day is tribal immunity challenge. Now this is a pivotal moment, because whichever tribe loses this challenge, one of their members has to get voted out. So they have to take this challenge very seriously. You know, this ain't no fire challenge stuff anymore. So the challenge starts. It's a lot of running and swimming, as I said earlier on. Jason is completely horrible in this challenge. He basically causes the tribe to lose. I'm gonna say it. He causes the tribe to lose.
Jason's struggling with his knots.
You can see him losing like breath. He can't even run up this little small hill.
Precious lead has been lost. Jason, you need to hustle. Jason exhausted, struggling his way out of the water, making his way up the slope.
So Vuna tribe takes the dub easy, no questions asked. And then as a bonus to winning tribal immunity, meaning that they can't get anyone voted out from their tribe, Nico says you guys have to pick one person from the Zamba tribe to go to Immunity Island. And Immunity Island, you basically take this one person from the other tribe and that person cannot get voted out. You get them immunity, which is pretty dope. Now, oftentimes after a tribal immunity challenge, the tribe that wins is happy. You know, they're happy, they have the fire, they go back, they vibe even harder because they just won. And the tribe that lost is a bit sad because now they have to kind of decide, one of us has to go, and who's gonna go? I picked Jason because Jason was literally f***ing up the challenge. Like, why wouldn't you pick him? Like, he can't even run, bro. Come on. Now, this is the same tribe that has Kian and Sean, who were kind of the common enemy now. Since they were looking for the immunity idol and everyone was sus of that, so now you'd assume that they'll pick one of them, right? So now the whole tribe is kind of discussing who to pick. Jason is throwing out a whole lot of names. He's just going ham, throwing names here, throwing names there, and then guys are like, oh, Jason is throwing a bit too many names. So that's one pro tip I just saw. You don't want to be the guy who's throwing out all the names, because then they're just going to see that, bro, let's just vote you out since you're the one throwing the names. So Jason is out here throwing random names around and people are like, okay, now we're gonna have to vote him out. And there's this funny moment. I don't know who this guy's name is. I don't know who this guy's name is, but he does this whole thing where he's pointing at Jason as the other guy is talking, right?
This is what apparently, so I'm gonna be going with them.
On Kian.
Because I think we need Sean for like a little bit of physical.
Sean is strong, dude.
Exactly.
And he was good at giving instructions in the puzzles.
Exactly. So I think we need a little bit of muscle. I think the logical thing is to probably save a little bit of brawn.
And you can get it at that point. You're like, oh shit, Jason is about to get blindsided. First episode. Like, you don't want to be the guy who gets voted out the first episode. I just got here, bro. Come on. It's tribal council time. Emotions are running high. Nico is peeling the social layers of this tribe like an onion is what it is. Sean is angry because no one told him anything. No, he has no idea who's gonna vote, because remember, he's cut out because of him looking for the immunity idol with Kian. So now, good lord, there's so many names to keep up. So now Sean is angry. He's like, what the no one's telling me anything, and I was building base with you guys. No, you guys, I'm angry because all of you guys are not telling me names, and I feel like I'm gonna get voted out because no one's telling me anything. So Sean is very paranoid. He's on edge.
Everything I've done in this game has been above board. I've been completely upfront with everyone. And here I am with the one with the target on my back. Why? I haven't got a clue. So that for me is why I'm a little pissed off today.
There's a funny moment at Tribal Council when they finally revealed to Sean that they didn't tell him stuff because they were south of him when he was looking for the immunity idol, scurrying around like a crazed raccoon looking for an immunity idol through the stuff, right? And Sean is like, wait, but I was just looking for like flint in the rice or some stuff. And they're like, yeah, sure. And then one of the guys said they saw a bulge in Sean's pocket. So they asked him about the bulge.
It's also said that you've got an idol in your pocket. There's a bulge in your pocket. We couldn't see the bulge. I mean, we don't look like... Ons kyk nou nie so daarvoor nie, but...
So the...
Never ask a man about the bulge in his pocket, okay? But the question about the bulge, Sean is like, whoa. That bulge was just a knife, bro. There's a knife handle. And actually it was a knife handle. He didn't find any immunity idol.
The bulge was the leather that I ended up using for the handle for the hacks.
So, you know, they were all kind of paranoid for absolutely nothing. And it's time to vote. Sean, like, he really thinks he's about to get voted out. Everyone goes in to write their names. Most people seem to be writing Jason down because that was the plan. Sean decides to write Kian down, which is a pretty sus move because you were both kind of looking for the immunity idol and you just threw her under the bus. The second you got a chance, disgusting. Jason gets voted out immediately.
First person voted out of Survivor SA Immunity Island. Jason.
Oh, no way.
Jason, that's...
Structured engineer, dude, you've done your thing. You've built our base. Now get the out of here, okay? You're done. Gets booted. So yeah, Jason gets pretty much booted, and that is the first episode. So much intensity, so much stuff happening. Good lord. What did we learn in this episode? Do not be the one throwing out names. Relax. And people are thinking, who's good? Shut the fuck up. Just shut up. Just be the guy who's like, yeah, sure. Don't be the guy who's throwing out names left and right, because then they're gonna pick you. Come on. These are the lessons we learned here. Hopefully you guys learned this too. So I'm honestly not angry at this decision. I feel like Jason should have been the one who got booted regardless. Even though he wasn't throwing out names, he was not the challenge. Right, he was out of breath. He clearly won't be able to keep up with the other challenges. So I'm pretty happy with this tribe's decision to boot out Jason. You think this is Jason, bro? We're not here to play. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That is the first episode of Survivor. Not too much happened, but believe me, once the show keeps going and you get all familiar with the people and the names, it just becomes beautiful. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about this video in the comments. If you guys enjoyed it, leave a like, leave a subscribe. Do you guys also like Survivor? Because I love this show. I love it. I can't be the only person. Someone has to share this sentiment with me. So if you do, leave it down in the comments below. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you guys want me to do the second and third episode. Like, just keep going, or just leave it here. I'll see how this one does, and decide from there on out. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. Stay safe. This country's falling apart. Like, what the hell have you guys been seeing? What's been happening? It's crazy. Stay safe out here. Peace.